Dear students, now we will study the atomic structure chapter. The we have already explained the hydrogen atom spectrum as a 5 different series. One is in the UV, other is in the Lyman series in the UV, Balmer series in the visible region, and other regions are in the ER region, infrared regions. So the same thing we can do in terms of the energy of the levels also. Okay. So for that, consider the electron revolving around the nucleus in the privileged orbits or allowed orbits. Okay. So let us review what is energy levels and spectra. So spectra can be explained in terms of energy values also. Okay. So the energy of suppose the electron, this is the nucleus of the hydrogen atom. Then there are many orbits. So consider an nth orbit. Okay, nth orbit. Electron is in the nth orbit. Okay. So the energy of the electron in the nth orbit is given by En equal to, we have already learned that minus E square divided by 8 pi epsilon 0 R. So here R also you can call it as Rn, because if this is the nth radius, this is the Rn radius. Okay, and radius of the nth orbit. Now we have already an expression for Rn. Rn as n square h square epsilon 0 divided by pi m e square, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Now substitute for this Rn here. We get En equal to minus E square by 8 pi epsilon 0. Now Rn is this one. So n square h square epsilon 0 divided by pi m e square. Okay. Now you simplify this, you will get this pi cancels, m will come here, so m into e square, that is e to the power of 4, then divided by, there is a minus sign, then 8 is there, epsilon 0 square will come, then pi will cancel, so n square is here, then h square is here, so h square into 1 by n square. Okay, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, so this is the energy of the electron in the nth orbit. Now you put n equal to 1, so you get the ground state energy E1. This is the lowest state or ground state, so that will be minus m e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h square, and n square is 1. Okay. Now if you calculate this by substituting the values for mass of the electron, electronic charge, epsilon 0 permittivity, and the Planck's constant, you will end up with minus 13.6 electron volt for the hydrogen atom. Okay. So this is for the hydrogen atom. Now you can substitute this one. This term inside the bracket is nothing but E1. Okay, so you can write En equal to here. This is nothing but E1. E1 divided by n square, or you can write it as minus 13.6 divided by n square, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. So the energy of electron in the nth orbit is actually depending upon the lowest energy, ground state energy. You divide by 1 square, you will get it is same. Now divided by 2 square, 4, 2 square is 4, you get E2. You divided by 9, you get E3, like that. Divided by 16, you get E4, like that. Okay. So this is the ground. E1 is the ground state. So E1 is the ground state or the lowest state. And E2, E3, E4, etc. all are excited state. Okay. Now you let us explain the spectra in terms of energy. Okay. For that, you consider two states. Okay, two states. One is we are considering the emission. So it is a transition from higher to lower state. So this is the initial state I, and this is the final state. Okay. So the energy corresponding to initial state is EI, and energy corresponding to F is EF. Naturally, EI greater than EF. Okay. So if the reverse thing happens, that is absorption. But normally for atomic atoms, we are more interested in emission. Okay. Absorption becomes also important in the case of some molecules, like that. In the case of atoms, we are more interested in the emission spectra. Okay. So this is the, suppose the electron jumps from I to F. So transition is from I to F, initial state to final state. Okay. Now, what is EI and what is EF? We have already the expression for En here. En equal to this expression, or E1 by n square, or you can put this expression. This is the expression for En. So you can put EI here, then you have to put Ni, then you put EF here, then you can put NF here. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, let me do that. So what we are doing is, from this expression, I am writing EI equal to minus m e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h square, then 1 by n I square. Okay, where ni is an integer. Similarly, EF, the lowest state or the lower state EF, this is higher state, this is lower state, EF equal to again minus, sorry, m e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h square 1 by nf square. Okay. Now the difference in energy is final energy minus initial energy. Okay. Or this is the large higher energy. So higher energy minus lower energy. That energy is radiated as photons. Okay. So what is EI minus EF? When transition takes place from EI to EF, the difference in energy is EI minus EF. What is its value? This one minus this one. So it will be minus m e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h square is common. Okay. Then minus of this one minus of this one. Okay. So this becomes plus. So if you take the minus outside, you can write 1 by ni square minus 1 by nf square. Okay. Now this difference in energy is radiated as photon, so that you can write EI minus EF equal to h nu or h cross omega. You can write h cross omega or h nu. So h nu equal to this one. Okay. Now let this h goes to the other side. So nu equal to minus m e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h cube will come. H cube into 1 by ni square minus 1 by nf square. Okay. Now this nu you can write it as, this is the frequency of the spectral line corresponding to the transition EI to EF. Or this nu you can write it as C by lambda. So this you can write it as C by lambda. So what is 1 by lambda? 1 by lambda is that this C go to the other side. So you can write minus m e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h cube C into 1 by ni square minus 1 by nf square. Okay. So what is the, from this equation, you can calculate the wavelength of the spectral line of the hydrogen atom for a particular transition. Any values you can substitute here, Ni and Nf. Correspondingly, you get a single value for lambda. Okay. So for corresponding to a transition, you get a single value of lambda. That means you will get a, what is the meaning of that one? You will get a line spectrum. Spectrum will be a single line corresponding to this lambda. So this lambda shows a single value of lambda. For a particular transition, only single wavelength is emitted. That means corresponding to that wavelength, you will get a single line in the spectrum. So you are getting the line spectrum. Okay. Now using this equation also, you can explain the different series in the spectrum. You put NF equal to 1 and Ni equal to 2, 3, 4, etc. That shows the Lyman series. Put NF equal to 2, Ni equal to 3, 4, 5, etc. That is the Balmer series. Similarly, you can write the other series also. I think I don't have to explain all these. These are very simple things. If final state is the ground state, that is Lyman series. If final state is the first excited state, that is the Balmer series. If n equal to 3, 4, and 5, correspondingly you get the other bracket Paschen fund series. Okay. And with these ideas, we are going to discuss a principle which is known as correspondence principle. Which is proposed by Niels Bohr. Okay, correspondence principle. We have already discussed this correspondence principle in the case of LHO, linear harmonic oscillator. The principle is very simple. The question is whether the classical mechanics is correct or quantum mechanics is correct. We know that quantum mechanics is correct. Then what is wrong with the classical mechanics? The answer is given by the correspondence principle. Okay. The principle says, first I will state the principle. This principle says at the lower quantum numbers, we know that there are, in the case of hydrogen atom or linear harmonic oscillator, quantum mechanics gives many quantum numbers for the energy levels. Okay, ground state, next state, like that. So each state corresponding to some quantum number. So the quantum number can go to very high values. For example, in the case of hydrogen, you can have n equal to 1 ground state, then n equal to 2, then n equal to 3, n equal to 4, like that. We have already learned that as we go up, the spacing decreases. Okay, and finally it becomes a continuum. The energy levels are very close to each other, so the discreteness vanishes and energy levels becomes a continuum as you go to very high energy levels. Okay, so the principle says quantum mechanics is valid at low quantum numbers. Low quantum numbers. Okay, or quantum mechanics gives best results in the case of low quantum numbers. Quantum mechanics gives best results. Okay, and as we increase the quantum number, increase means you are considering the higher states. Okay, then you can see that both classical mechanics and quantum mechanics gives similar results. So at higher quantum numbers, okay, both classical mechanics and quantum mechanics give similar results. Okay, so nothing is wrong with the classical mechanics when you consider the higher value of quantum numbers. But at lower quantum numbers, only quantum mechanics gives best results. So at a higher value of quantum numbers, both are valid. Classical mechanics is also valid, quantum mechanics is also valid. Both gives similar results. That is the idea of correspondence principle. This already we have discussed in the case of linear harmonic oscillator when the quantum number is very large. Okay, the probability density becomes almost the same. Okay. Now let us discuss this in detail using some of the results of classical mechanics and quantum mechanics. And according to the Bohr postulate, we have studied that the allowed orbits of atom, the privileged orbits of the atom are non-radiating orbits. The electron, when it revolves in that orbit, the electron does not radiate energy. Okay, that is the idea of quantum mechanics. But classical mechanics says when the electron is accelerating or oscillating or rotating, the electron should radiate energy. Okay, so this is the classical idea, but Bohr postulate says it is not allowed. The radiation is from inside the atom. Radiation comes out only when the electron jumps from one orbit to another orbit. If an electron revolves in an orbit, if nobody is disturbing that electron, it will continue to oscillate for infinite time. Only when you give some energy to that electron gets excited, and soon after it gets de-excited by giving out the spectral lines. Okay. So now consider again the rotation of an electron in an orbit, nth orbit, as we discussed earlier. So not in the ground state, it is a very high value of quantum number. Principal quantum number is very high. So let the electron rotates. So rotation, oscillation, this is actually the principle of antenna. You hope you have heard about antenna, how this antenna radiates energy, electromagnetic radiations, through the oscillation of the electric charges. Electric charges are oscillated or rotated. So rotation, oscillation, all these things are same. Okay. So that is the principle of antenna. You consider the same in the case of an atom. Electron is rotating in an nth orbit. That the orbit is very large orbit. Okay. So let us calculate the frequency of rotation. So this is the nucleus. So there are many states, but electron is in this state, nth state. So radius is Rn, nth orbit. Okay, electron is rotating in the nth orbit, very large number of orbits. This is hydrogen nucleus. So let us see what is the frequency of this oscillation. Okay, we already know what is speed or velocity is distance by time. Okay. Now, if the electron does one complete rotation, what is the distance? Distance is 2 pi Rn, which is the circumference. Okay. Now, what is that time? Time you call it as period t. The time taken for one oscillation is period t. Okay. So distance traveled is 2 pi Rn, and time taken is capital T. So this is the speed v. Let us call it as v. Okay. Now from this, what is 1 by t? It is, let this one go to the other side. So v divided by 2 pi Rn. And what is this 1 by t? 1 by t is f, frequency. Okay. 1 by period is frequency. So F equal to V by 2 pi Rn. Okay. Now substitute for this V, expression for V which we found earlier. V equal to E divided by root of 4 pi epsilon 0 m into Rn. Okay, you can go back and refer this. The orbital speed of the electron V equal to, we have already obtained this expression simply by equating the centripetal force and the electrostatic force. You will arrive at this expression. Okay, now substitute for this V, we can write F equal to 1 by 2 pi Rn, then E divided by root of 4 pi epsilon 0 m Rn. Okay, now this Rn, you take this Rn inside, so this becomes E divided by 2 pi, then 1 divided by root of 4 pi epsilon 0 m. So when this Rn goes inside, that becomes Rn cube. Okay, now you take this is Rn outside the root, so you can write 1 by root of 4 pi epsilon 0 m, then 1 by Rn to the power of 3 by 2. Okay, 1 by Rn to the power of 3 by 2, because we have taken this Rn cube from the square root. Now we have an expression for Rn. We have already found an expression for Rn earlier. Rn equal to n square h square epsilon 0 divided by pi m e square, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Substitute this expression. Substitute for this expression here. So here it becomes E by 2 pi 1 by root of 4 pi epsilon 0 m, then 1 by, this is Rn, so 1 by Rn to the power of 3 by 2 you have to substitute. So it becomes pi m e square, pi m e square will come to the numerator. Okay, so to the power of 3 by 2, that becomes pi to the power of 3 by 2, m to the power of 3 by 2, then e to the power of 3 by 2, that becomes e cube divided by okay, now in the denominator it becomes n cube h cube epsilon 0 to the power of 3 by 2. Okay, simplify this. You can simplify this. Finally, you will get F equal to m e to the power of 4 divided by 4 epsilon 0 square h cube, then 1 by n cube, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, so this quantity m e to the power of 4 by 4 epsilon square h cube into 1 by n cube is the frequency. Now we have already found an expression for the frequency of the emitted radiation earlier. Is this one. I will just show you. See, this is the frequency of expression nu, which is emitted during the transition from a higher orbit to lower orbit. Okay, so this is the frequency of uh, frequency of the electron orbiting in an orbit Rn, nth orbit. Okay, this is the frequency of oscillation, and this is the frequency of radiation. Now you take this expression nu, let it be this, let this equation, let it be here. Now you take this expression nu for the emitted radiation nu. So let it be equation number 1, which is the frequency of oscillation. When electron is revolving in an orbit, this is the frequency of rotation, okay, or frequency of oscillation. Now you take this expression nu, which is the frequency emitted during a transition. Again, you consider nth orbit, a very large number, quantum number. So you take this expression nu equal to minus m e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h cube into 1 by ni square minus 1 by nf square. Okay. Now you idea is that you simplify this expression at a very large quantum number. You can see that you will get this same expression as this one. That is the idea we are going to work out. You simplify this expression at a very large quantum number, then you will end up with this result itself. That is the idea we are going to get. From that, you can see that f and nu are same. Is the idea clear? This is the frequency of rotation in an orbit, very large quantum number, let it be. So in the same quantum, very large quantum number, you apply this nu, you can see that this expression will reduce into this one. Let us see how it is done. Okay. For simplicity, this minus sign you can absorb here, and you can write nu equal to m e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h cube into 1 by nf square minus 1 by ni square. Just to reverse these two things, so minus sign can be absorbed. Okay. Now you consider two energy states at a very large quantum number. Okay. For example, you can this is the 1001, n equal to 1001. Okay, and this is n equal to 1000, like that. So this is a n, principal quantum number is very large, 1001 and 1000. So you can take it as this one, you can take it as n, and this one you can take it as n minus p. Okay, where p equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Very small numbers. So p equal to 1 means 1001 and 1000. P equal to 2 means 1001 and 999, like that. Okay. So you take the higher quantum number as n, and just below that it is n minus p. Okay, so substitute it here. So this final state is nf is n minus p, and initial ni is n. Okay, is that clear? Nf is n minus p, ni is n. Okay, so this can be written as m e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h cube into 1 by n minus p square minus 1 by n square. Okay, nu equal to. Now you simplify this one. Simple arithmetic. This is equal to m e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h cube. So the common denominator is n minus p whole square into n square. So this becomes, numerator becomes n square minus n minus p whole square. Okay. So when you simplify this, you will end up with the n square minus n square will cancel. So what remains is minus 2np becomes 2np, then plus p square, that becomes minus p square, divided by n minus p whole square into n square. Okay. Okay, now we can apply this idea of large quantum number. So n is very large, apply n is very, very larger than p. P is only 1, 2, 3. N is 1000 or 10,000 like that. Okay. So under this condition, what will be the numerator? 2np minus p square. That becomes, this p square you can neglect because that is very small. N is very large. So p square you can neglect. So this becomes equal to 2np. Similarly, what happens to the denominator? N minus p whole square. Okay. So this becomes n minus p whole square, means this is 1000 and this is 1. So this 1 you can neglect. So this becomes n square. Okay. Substitute these conditions. So nu becomes m e to the power of 4 by 8 epsilon 0 square h cube into 2np divided by n square into n square, that is n to the power of 4. So 1 n cancels, and what remains is n cube comes here. Okay. So m e to the power of 4 into 2p divided by 8 epsilon 0 square h cube n cube. Okay. So this is the general expression for nu. Okay. Now you put p equal to 1. Let p equal to 1. That means neighboring orbit. P1 means this is 1001, this is 1000. So p equal to 1. Just neighboring orbit, but both quantum numbers are very large. So at higher quantum numbers, that is the meaning, you put p equal to 1, just neighboring orbit, then nu becomes m e to the power of 4 divided by 4 This 2 cancels with the 8. So 8 becomes 4. Epsilon 0 square h cube, then n cube. Okay, m e to the power of 4 by 4 epsilon 0 square h cube 1 by n cube. Now this is equation number 2 where n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Now you just or here not n is not 1, 2, 3, n is very large. N is very large. So yes, just compare this equation with our previous equation number 1. You can see that, see, both equation is same. So here also here n is not 1, 2, 3, n is very large. So nu and f are same. So m e to the power of 4, m e to the power of 4, same. Okay. So at very large quantum numbers, what we obtained is nu equal to f, or equation number 1 equal to equation number 2 means nu equal to f. Okay. This is actually a classical idea. What is the idea? When the electron is oscillating with a particular frequency f, the same frequency is emitted, which is the principle of antenna. Okay, all antennas working with that principle. If electron is oscillating with the frequency f, same frequency is emitted from the antenna. Okay, so or radiation, emitted radiation is nu, same frequency. So this shows that at a very large quantum numbers, this is the actually classical equation. The classical equation becomes and quantum equation becomes same, means they both give same result, which is the correspondence principle put forward by Niels Bohr. So nothing is wrong with the classical mechanics. You don't have to neglect this it completely. At higher quantum numbers, or you can say in macroscopic world. In macroscopic world, classical mechanics is fine. No need of quantum mechanics. You can apply quantum mechanics, no problem. Quantum mechanics works throughout, either microscopically or macroscopically. But at macroscopically, classical mechanics also holds good. That is the idea of correspondence principle. Okay, I think that is clear.